Hey guys, Eric and Noah's here with First Coast Heroes Real Estate. I am super excited to talk to you guys today about the VA loan and why I think it's such a great product. I'm not a loan officer, I'm a realtor, but on when we're doing real estate stuff, a lot of times buyer's agents or listing agents get a little concerned, worried, scared about the VA loan product. It's an awesome loan, and I'm going to share a couple reasons why I absolutely love it. So stick around and I'll tell you why. Okay, so let's talk the VA loan from the real estate perspective and why I absolutely love it. So I'm not a loan officer like I disclosed earlier. I'm a realtor here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are surrounded by 3 bases. So there's a lot of military here in Jacksonville. And so we see the VA loan used a lot. And a lot of times there'll be listing agents out there that just don't know or aren't educated, or maybe even sellers aren't educated, think that the VA loan is such a hard loan to get approved or just go through. If you're a military service member, active duty, or reservist or veteran, don't be scared to use your VA loan. Ask your realtor, talk to the VA loan or to a loan officer about your VA loan benefits, and absolutely try to get it. A couple reasons why. It's definitely got lower interest rates. It's a government loan, so that's really nice compared to conventional loans. The other thing is that this one's the one that really kind of trips me up a lot of the times, is that a lot of people, especially listing agents, like, well, the VA loan is super hard to get approved. The appraisals come in low, this and that. Well, I think that's true for any loan, conventional, FHA, VA appraisals. The VA does have a couple stipulations that you need done, like you need the WDO report to be clear, which is wood destroying organism, and potentially, like if it's on well water, you'll need to get that sampled. But it's not too hard. You know, the VA loan, you got to pass through the minimum property requirements. It's on the website, so you can just look up minimum property requirements for the VA loan, and then it'll really spell out everything you need. But most times, most families that are looking for homes aren't going to find a home or want a home that's not going to fit into those minimum property requirements. But one of the reasons and kickbacks I get a lot of times, like that VA appraisal I was talking about. The really cool thing about VA loan is that if the appraisal comes in low, you have an opportunity. Well, the appraiser is going to give us an opportunity as the listing agent and the buyer's agent to submit comparable to support the sales price. And that's through a process called Tidewater. So what will happen is that, let's say we go under contract for a house, $300,000. It went to multiple offers. We decided, like, hey, we're going to offer $315,000. Like, we've got comps to support it. Everything's great. We go under contract for $315,000. Then the appraisal happens, and the appraiser says, hey, I'm not finding value at $315,000. They're going to invoke this thing called Tidewater. Now, Tidewater is going to go to the lender. The lender's going to then tell the buyer's agent, like, hey, the lender just invoked Tidewater. So let's go ahead and see what we can do for comparable sales. At that point, that's when we're going to get together and we're going to look at it between the listing agent, buyer's agent. We're going to put together a package for the best 3 comparable sales. But FHA and conventional loan don't offer that option. The appraiser's just going to say, hey, it didn't come in at $315,000, so I guess you're not going to get that house at $315,000. At least the VA appraiser is going to give us an opportunity to make a response, 48 hours, to submit comparable sales that suggest or support and justify that value. So that's really cool. We get like an opportunity to at least kind of have a fair fight in this. We do that a lot of times. It happens. So don't be scared of the process. It's 48 hours and get it in there. So let's say and then another thing to keep in consideration too, when you do the VA, when the appraiser submits the Tidewater, they're going to tell us what the appraisal is coming in at. So let's say the appraisal comes in at we're under contract for $315,000. The appraiser is looking at it and it's like, man, it's actually only worth $305,000, or maybe even $300,000, the list price. They're going to tell us that. We're going to submit comparables and they're like, hey, this is what I found. They may or may not take our comps as, something they can use. They can find any reasons like, hey, it's not, the square footage is off, or maybe it's not close enough to the subject property, or maybe it's got more land, or, they're going to find all kinds of different reasons. So just try to put the best package together. Try to really get in and submit the best comparables possible as for the buyer's agent, and talk to your agent about that. The other cool thing about the VA loan, let's say the Tidewater goes through and the appraisal still comes in low, and you're like talking to your realtor and you're like, man, what are other options that we have? Is this really it? Is this the only thing? There's this really cool thing with the VA appraisal. You can do what they call you can appeal it. So you can have your realtor, your agent, go ahead and submit a VA appeal package. that package, and then we'll go directly to the VA. Just make sure when you're talking to your agent about the VA appeal package, just tell them what the scenario is, what the story is, where you guys are at, maybe some comps that you've pulled, and then tell them like what new value you want. So that's really important right there. Make sure you tell them what value you want. So let's say the house, we're in a contract at 315. Your agent and the listing agent maybe put comps together and like, hey, actually we probably went a little too high. The best we can do is 310. Then ask them, hey, we would like to be reconsidered value at 310. And maybe that's the number right there. You know, the VA is not trying to hose us, right? They're not trying to screw us over. What they're trying to do is protect you as the service member, the veteran, making sure you're not buying a home that is not something that you can sell down the road, or you're going to be stuck in it, you're going to just be underwater. So they're really trying to protect you. Right now, at the time of the recording of this video, it's February 2022. Things could change down the road, but right now the VA is seeing a ton of appeals, and I don't know if this is true for everywhere, but at least it's here for Florida, that if the VA appeal is anywhere between 1% and 5% adjustment, then it may just get approved at that first tier level. If it's anything above 5%, they're gonna have to go up to their supervisors, and it may get a little bit more muddier. So at least it maybe try to shoot for that 5% difference. So like maybe 5% difference from that 315 to the 30, whatever that appraisal came in. Maybe it was at 310. So go ahead and give it a shot. So make sure that when you're doing that, just state your case, maybe the comparables that the appraiser used, your comparables, then restate your case, and then make sure you ask for your specific value that you're looking for. And that should make a pretty strong package. If you guys need any help with that, please reach out. My email is eric@firstcoastheroes.com. I'll be happy to provide you guys any information on that. So yeah, those are the big reasons I really love it. So the VA loan is awesome. It's a great product for our service members, for veterans that have served our country. 0% down product. It really does offer competitive, if not lower interest rates than like an FHA or a VA loan, or excuse me, conventional loan. That way you don't have to bring that much money to the closing table. In the event that the appraisal comes in low, we get another two at-bats essentially to hopefully fight that and get that appraisal that we need. Because yeah, so I'm the same way. I'm a consumer. I don't want to pay more than what somebody tells me it's worth, but that's one person's opinion on what value is. There's like 4 people that really have an opinion of price of a property, right? You got the buyer, you say, hey, yeah, I think the house is worth 315. You got the listing agent that talked to the sellers. The listing agent's like recommending maybe 300. They end up going to 315. The seller has an opinion on the price, right? So that's another entity, and then the appraiser. So we lose a lot to the appraiser, but at least with the VA loan, we get an opportunity to respond and say, hey, that's your opinion. This is it. We go to a different entity, the actual VA, and so maybe the appraiser gets trapped and their opinion gets brought down to the bottom. So absolutely love the VA loan. We do a ton of them. And so again, I'm not a loan officer, I'm a realtor, but primarily our business is with a lot of military families here in the Jacksonville area since we have so many bases. So happy to talk about any of those things, VA related, FHA, conventional loan, home buying process. We are your local realtors here in Northeast Florida. We'd love to serve you, any heroes here in the Jacksonville area. Again, I'm Eric Novos. Thank you so much for watching, and you can find my contact information here below. Have a great day.